RKO decided to put their two big stars, Ginger and Katharine, into a movie together, Stage Door, in roles that resemble their true careers. This is the only time they starred together, and in retrospect, it was a stroke of genius. It is a very good movie, critically acclaimed, and nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Supporting Actress. I rank this movie, and Ginger's performance, among the very best of her career. And Katharine Hepburn is great in her role. It has a great supporting cast, and the script is very good. Some movies do not have much in the way of interesting backstories. This one makes up for them, with so much going on behind the scenes. Covered in the previous video, the movie review. Ginger's dancing partner in this movie is a tall, skinny, gangly girl I at first did not recognize. And when I realized who she was, I was stunned. And why not? It's too absurd to be true, but it makes for a wonderful story. This is Ann Miller, 14-year-old Ann Miller, starring in an Oscar Best Picture with a substantial role. That's not Ann Miller. This is the gorgeous, amazing tap dancing star. But it was Ann, barely out of puberty at only 14 years old. This is a nice story about actresses supporting one another and how it led to a lifelong friendship between Ginger, Lucy, and Ann. Miller was put in dance classes at the age of 5 in an attempt to strengthen her legs after suffering from rickets. She came to be considered a child dance prodigy. She is not the only future big star that started dancing young because of leg issues. Sid Charisse was a sickly girl who started dancing lessons at 6 to build up her strength after a bout of polio. When Miller was 9, her parents divorced, and she moved with her mother to Los Angeles. Her mother was deaf, could not find work, so supporting the family fell on Ann. Getting a fake ID and appearing older than she was, she began dancing in nightclubs to support the two of them. In 1934, Lucy saw Ann perform in a San Francisco nightclub, and Lucy convinced RKO to give her a contract. She had some small roles and then auditioned for a part in Stage Door. She was not going to get the part until Ginger luckily just happened to walk in. Ann was considered too tall, at 5'8", to dance with the 5-foot, 4.5-inch Ginger. But Ann begged, "I'll wear flats if you put on high heels and wear a tall top hat. Anything. I want to dance with you." Ginger said, "You got the job, String Bean," and Director LaCava accepted Ginger's decision. Ann's career was launched. Ann never got the leads in any movies, but she still had an excellent career, including great dance scenes in Easter Parade, Shaking the Blues Away, Drive-In's number 92 Top 100 Movie Dances,
Tries to shake it all away, shaking the blues away, unhappy news away.
and the great Too Darn Hot from Kiss Me Kate, number 35.
I'd like to sup with my baby tonight, refill the cup with my baby tonight, but I ain't up to my baby tonight 'cause it's too darn hot. I'd like to coo with my baby tonight and pitch the woo with my baby tonight, but sister, you fight my baby tonight 'cause it's too darn hot.
Anne had her Broadway debut in 1939's Scandals, which was a huge hit. In the 1950s, Anne appeared on TV, in nightclubs, and on the stage. She had a great run on Broadway doing Mame in 1969-70, the last of the major stars to play that role, and an even bigger hit in Sugar Babies in 1979 with Mickey Rooney, which she played for 9 years, on Broadway and on tour till 1988. Anne never forgot who gave her her first big break, and remained a lifelong friend. Here they are dancing together at a club in the 1950s. I would love to be able to see a video of that. She still showed her love and appreciation at the end of Ginger's life. This is the story of the inhabitants of the Footlight Club, a theatrical boarding house for women. Besides the stars, this movie has an excellent supporting cast, mostly providing a series of one-liner jokes and sarcastic comments in this chaotic environment, but then occasionally in bigger scenes, and Anne gets her fair share of all this.
Oh, yes, indeed, and I must say we have a very lovely kitchen.
Oh, I thought he'd never call time out. We ought to get him a whip. Get me a wheelchair.
Say, let's run through our routine before Alva gets away.
Well, if I'm going to dance anymore, you better dash home and get my extra pair of
Look,
legs.
why don't you quit running around with those lumberjacks and get some sleep? Say, Olga, will you run through our routine a couple of times?
When am I going to get any time for my concert practice?
Oh, be a good girl, Olga, and when we're famous, we'll buy you a
Oh,
lollipop.
all right.
Nothing to put on a musical, are you?
Oh, no, I very likely won't produce anything unless I can find an angel.
Hit it, Olga.
Who's the little blonde?
Look who's giving us the once-over.
Where?
Over there,
Who is it?
nobody but Anthony Powell.
So that's Linda's soulmate. Who's he staring at?
I don't know, but I hope it's me.
You can have him.
You girls rehearsing for a musical?
No, we're just getting over the DTs.
Nice routine you've got there.
I hear yours isn't so bad either.
Well, we haven't come to the best part of it yet.
What's the matter with your girlfriend?
Well, I think she's kind of nervous, you know, meeting a great man like you.
Do I make you nervous, too?
Well, a little. Of course, I wouldn't admit that to you.
You two kids expect to go on the stage.
Well, we're just sort of hooking it around, you know, waiting for someone to discover.
Well, you're discovered.
Well, I didn't mean it that way, really. It's just that we're waiting for a nightclub engagement, something like the Grotto, you know.
Grotto? Hmm?
Well, I think you'd better be excusing me. I guess you are kind of making me a little nervous. Excuse me. She needs a good bawling out.
Oh, don't start that again.
Start what? Well, we were rehearsing our routine today, and who should walk up to us but Tony Powell.
So what?
He was very pleasant to us and everything. He even wanted to know all about us. And she runs out on him like he was a bed of poison ivy.
I didn't like the way he looked at me.
Sure glad he looked at you at all.
Yeah. Well, it makes you feel like you ought to run home and put on a tin overcoat.
Listen, don't forget I'm part of this team, and if you think I'm practicing up just to run away from managers, you're crazy. You ought to stop at the filling station and get pumped up.
Well, she ain't exactly a flat, dearie, just a slow leak.
Call out the Marines, kids. The depression's over. What's the matter with you? You're going screwy? Come on, String Bean. Hey, come on. Wake up, will you? Let's get into the fire.
You know it. That was Gordon from the dancing school.
Well, what did he do, propose?
No, he said for us to go over to the club Grotto and see a man by the name of Berger.
Yeah.
What about it? He's got an opening in his floor show.
Wonder who they are.
Just a lot of riffraff they pick up around town.
Oh, riff-raff her. I could have hit her over the head with this stick.
Well, you did everything but poke her eye out with it.
The way that Powell sat grinning at us, I could have hit him, too.
That's all we need.
What do you mean, that's all we need?
Well, I heard tonight that he owned half interest in this club. Or did you know that?
Oh, I thought it was kind of funny that we should happen to get this job all of a sudden.
And then came the dawn.
You don't suppose he had anything to do with our being here?
Howdy, gal Sherlock. I bet you could put two and two together and get something out of it.
So that's it.
Oh, don't be a dope. If he smiled at me tonight the way he smiled at you, I'd do a three-point collapse. Oh, don't pay attention to her, Mr. Powell. She's slightly balmy.
Would you mind telling the lady that I don't want to buy anything today? Goodbye, all, and when I return, I shall tell you how the other half lives. Nice meeting you.
If it's not asking too much, let's not be late again.
Lead the way, Higgins. You don't suppose she was burned up by any chance, do you?
Why don't you two have it out with sharp knives?
For what?
For Terry's flowers.
Oh, don't make me laugh.
Come on, cough up. They've only got $3.85. I mean, as much as we can get.
All right, I'll give $1 if it's for a funeral.
She tries harder to hate people than anyone I know. Here, keep the change.
Hey, wait a minute.
You're so fond of feuds, you ought to live in the Kentucky mountains. She jumped before I could stop her. Oh, she's lying up there.
And I hope that wherever she is, she knows and understands and forgives.
Please like and subscribe.